It's boating time. Well, wow, it's really quiet today, really quiet. I might have to run off to another one that's a little further away. I've heard of, we've not been there before, but I hope we get a gem because we've paid £1 to get in. I think I should say, can I have my quid back or can I have 50p back? Because pay a quid for this is a bit naughty. I'm back in the car, second time around. This time, completely off the scale. I can't wait to show you when I get home. Completely out the box, outside the box, but I'm really pleased with them. Yeah, can't wait to show you. Now, I've only worked 2 rows. I've got 3 quid left. Blown my money. Let's have a look. The last one was a tenner. I was thinking in my head, how much the whole box? He goes, I'm thinking a tenner at least. He goes, 8 quid. I says, oh, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks. So let's see, we've got 2 rows left of 3 quid. Now we saw this must be some real...
There's some sort of gaming console things or something. They're very dear on bloody eBay and everything else, but obviously Steve's put them...
Computer things, yeah. No, I saw them here last week.
Yeah, yeah.
And I sort of whizzed past them. And I thought, yeah, they're what they called?
Very well made, aren't they?
Yeah, what they called? Simulator thing,
Yes,
if you're really
yes.
into it.
Yeah, I'm not into computer things.
You never know what you walk past, do you?
No, well, you don't,
Well, I never thought I'd strike. There's a box of nails in there. I don't know where to go and get the whole bleeding lot, break into my other spare money, but hey ho, I've done my 20 quid now. I've done my 20 quid now. Hello, you all right? I've done my 20 quid now. Something different. Let's get home and let's show you. So where are we going to begin this week? Look, I saw these. Oh, they were speaking to me. These belong to a... I don't know, does Dead Men Talk to Me or something? They're 2 quid each. The lady's wife had passed away. The lady's husband had passed away. And she was ever so pleased that he was a petrol head. He liked cars, all that sort of a thing. She was so pleased that these had gone to a fellow enthusiast, a fellow petrol head. So, Mr. Whoever you are, may your soul rest in peace. I've got them. They've gone to a petrol head, and they're safe. So I really liked. I like them. 2 quid a piece. And there wasn't a hell of a lot there. This was the very first stall I came across, was this one, that one, and this one. Then next thing I saw was these. Well, what would you call these? Yeah, but more books. I know.
Coming in the house? There's build a room out here.
I know it's more books, but we need to know.
No, we don't need
you know,
to
we
know
like
anything.
antiques.
Oh, it's getting stupid.
We know. We like going around antique shops.
Let them stay up there, you go.
You don't know. You just don't know what's what, where's where. For 50p, there was 4 of them in the box with other books. I thought, well, I'll have all 4 then, for 50p each.
You don't even read.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's a thing now. Right, you can have an item and you can go on the computer and you can look at it and you can find a name and you don't find it, but you don't bump across them, do you?
What are you doing?
You can
Pictures.
You can be, wait, I'm making a story. So you can be, these, I call these lavatorial books. if you're deciding you need a good sit down in the little room, well, sometimes you need to have something in your hand to look through, to flick through whilst you're sitting there doing your do. And you might just be flicking around it. You might just see something as you're flicking through this, and something might just ring a bell in your head, and you might go, oh, I've seen one of them. They were in, you know, we go around antique shops. I've seen one of them. It was whatever. So who knows? Our fortune may lie in these books, or we might see something, and we might have a real close look at it. Well, now we can come home, we can dig out our 50p books, and we can have a look, can't we? And again, it might be, you know, you make your own luck. You make your own luck. Our luck might be in here. It's up to us to make it happen. So, for £2, no, I'm not a hoarder. No, I'm not a hoarder. Our fortune lies in those books.
No, it don't. Fortune lies in me keeping the money off you.
£2 could not buy him.
Hold up.
Shut up. Anyway,
Hold up.
for £1, I picked it up. I said, is that all right for £1? He says, yeah. You know, you go and find a pair of goggles and a mask if you've got a particularly shitty job to do. Well, at least you've got one.
What are you coming out there? Quick.
No, no.
Here.
I'm shush.
Stop.
It's fun. I'll take a picture of you. I'll film you. Now, this. You know, I'm a great fan of WD-40. A great fan of WD-40. It was on its own, and I looked at it, and I hadn't seen it.
Going by me.
Yeah, going by me. So anyway, and I love being sold something. And the bloke said, I said £1. He goes 150, and he was a firm 150. And for all I know, it could be full of water. You know, I've never seen the damn stuff. And anyway, he'd bought a whole load of it from France, French. He says, Debbie, he says, I've got to use it sparingly. Yeah, that ain't going to happen, I told the bloke. He says, yeah, use it very sparingly and wipe things down, wipe your tools, do. It's really good for just wiping something down with. Cleaning your bike, well, I haven't got a push bike. I don't intend to have a push bike, but just because it was WD-40. And I was willing to give £1 for it. But once the bloke had told me the story, that he had loads of it and he can't get hold of it anymore, and this was the last one, he sold it to me, so I bought it for £1.50. Yeah. And there was a whole load of these. And I first looked at them, I thought, oh, they're going to be dear. I ain't going to buy them. Walked past them. Well, I had £1.50 left. He wanted £1 a bottle for what was in there, and there was a few bottles of this and a few bottles of that. And I thought to myself, well, you know, a litre of anything, you can't buy a litre of water for £1, can you? So polish, this is going to go on the shelf and it's going to disappear for years. But when all your shampoos run out and this is the only bottle you've got left, just to give your car a simple wash, by the time inflation has got hold of it, that will probably be 10 quid's worth of bottle by the time you get round to using it, and you've paid £1 for it. So if you see it cheap enough, pick it up, put it in stores. Shampoo is car shampoo is car shampoo is car shampoo. And for £1 and the price of things, and I could have bought another one of them for another £1, but I saw this there, car polish, and you know, a turd is a turd, but put a bit of polish on a turd, you might make a profit on it. So this worked out. He wanted £1, but I said to him, for being a good customer, because I bought a few other bits off him, I said, my last £1.50. So he says, go on then. So I got these for £1.50. So 50p's worth of polish. I can soon polish up a turd. It'll bring me my money back. But buy this stuff now, because it's going to run out and it's going to go real expensive to replace. So anyway, the piece de resistance. This is a piece de resistance. Now, I was looking at, I didn't know how much. I thought, I've got a tenner left. I'll blow a tenner on it. And the bloke says £8. I says, yeah, I'll have it. Anyway, look what's in here. Screws, brand new. Now, I'm not a wood person. I'm not really into wood screws. But we were watching Scoutcrafter, and he was repairing a box, and he said, keep these screws because they're getting more and more difficult to get. So when you're refurbishing something, keep your screw because you're not going to be able to get hold of them. So with that in mind, and there's quite an assortment of them, big and small ones. It's quite a good assortment here. I thought, yeah, that's right, you know. Things are running out and things are getting expensive. So when you land on stuff like this, this stuff is either going to disappear or it's going to be mega money. So for the sake of £8, I thought to myself, you know, Scoutcraft is right. These are gonna disappear, and you're not gonna get them again. You're not gonna find them. So there's a couple of boxes, different boxes here, with them in. So I thought, right, I'll have them. A good buy for £8, I think. Yeah, can't go wrong. Put them in the stores. They're going to get rarer and rarer. So anyway, what else we got? So I'm not really a wood person. Maybe I should. I keep meaning to get I need to go and find. I've got some round-headed screws that Scoutcrafter was short of, and I was going to make a film. So yeah, I think that's slightly shorter than that one. Let's have a look at this one. What was this one? I'm not really a keep things in boxes. I'm not a thing, as you know, I'm not a box person. But these are all, I'll find a jar, put them all in the same jar, they'll be alright. So I'm not really a woodworking sort of person, but I thought for £8, and for what Scoutcrafter had said, I thought, yeah, we'll have these, put them in the kitty. I told you I was outside the box this week. Said you've got a banging headache, and I said to you, if you weren't so unkind to your husband, stop slagging him off for buying stuff, you wouldn't have a headache then, would you?
No, you are my headache. I've got a migraine.
Big headache. Well, just think nice thoughts and be nice to your husband, and then your headache would go away.
No. Buy stuff because you need it, not just for the sake of it.
I'm saving us a fortune in 20 years' time.
Oh, you don't, because it'll just all get chucked in the end.
And that dead man's wife that I bought all those pictures off my dad.
Where do you think they're going? Because they ain't coming in my house. They're ugly frames and everything.
Well,
they can go in your garage. They ain't coming in the house. There's enough shit in the house. You want to fill your garage with shit? Fill it. You're not filling in my house. Go away. You're giving me a migraine.